Hi everybody, welcome to August favorites. If you hear barking in the background, the dogs are downstairs and will not be quiet, so I apologize in advance. The first favorite I want to tell you about, it's a bit of a plug for me. I don't usually plug my things, but I'm going to plug it today. And that's my podcast. I'm absolutely loving doing the podcast for you guys. I'm really happy with it. We have a bunch of different episodes on there. I think we're up to maybe 16 or 17 now. I've done behind the scenes episodes at New York City Ballet. I've done sort of topic-based episodes like how to help you achieve your goals and motivation and things like that. So I'm really, really happy with it. It's exactly what I wanted to make out of it. So again, everything will be linked below, but I have my podcast link in the description box, and I encourage you guys to take a listen and maybe subscribe. I think you'll really get a lot out of it, which is my goal. So the Kathryn Morgan Show podcast, really happy with it, really excited about it. I hope you subscribe. So in terms of beauty products this month, the first thing I want to tell you about is one of my very favorite makeup artists on YouTube. Her name is Lisa Eldridge, and she is a legitimate makeup artist. You know, I'm a person who adores makeup. I've done research, I've had practice, but I don't consider myself a trained makeup artist, you know. More of a beauty guru instead of a makeup artist. She is a legitimate makeup artist. She works on celebrities. I think she is Kate Winslet's go-to makeup artist. She does millions of magazine covers, etc., etc., and she is a genius, and she's all about less is more, you know, not piling on products. And I've learned most of my favorite tips from her. So I'm going to link her channel below. I think she's got over 1 million subscribers, so you might already know who she is, but I encourage you to go and look at Lisa Eldridge's channel because she makes videos based on looks that we can all wear, you know, not stage makeup, not layers and layers and layers. She has some videos like that, but it's more about things that everybody can do. So I really, really recommend her channel. And all of my products today that I like are ones that she has recommended. So the first one is my absolutely new favorite foundation I've ever found, and that is the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Makeup Forever had their HD foundation out. It's been out for a while now, but they just completely reformulated it and made it, you know, a sort of new product, if you will. And it is unbelievable. It comes in 1 million shades. I have 3 to do sort of the base, the highlight, and the contour, because I don't like to do a lot of contour on me because I'm so pale. So I'll contour with a slightly darker foundation, so I look a little bit contoured and not like dirt on my face. But I love this foundation. I have it on now. I've been doing a lot of makeup testing for my wedding and our engagement photos, which we're doing next month, because I'm going to do my makeup. You know, I don't want to sort of entrust my face to somebody else. I want to look like me on my wedding day. So I've been testing a lot of products, and this is the foundation I will be using because it is amazing. It photographs beautifully, and that's the other thing about Lisa Eldridge, that makeup artist. She tells you how to do your makeup if you're going to be photographed, and I learned some things that I had never heard of before. So again, she's amazing, and she recommends this as the ultimate foundation to be photographed in. She is correct. It blends beautifully. It sits beautifully. You don't look like you have really caked makeup. So the Makeup Forever Ultra HD. Another thing she recommends that I sort of have just gotten into is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector. It is a highlighter that comes in several shades. I have the tester of sort of a more golden-y tone. This is the Pearl. It also comes in powder form. You can get Shimmering Skin Perfector Skin Powder. And the thing I like about these particular highlighters is that they're not glittery. You know, I don't like seeing a bunch of glitter on the cheekbone, especially, again, testing these for the wedding. You want that beautiful glow to the skin, but you don't want it to look greasy, shiny, or glittery. And this is an amazing highlighter. You guys, this is a very popular product. I'm sort of late in the game getting there. A lot of people already use it, but I absolutely adore it. And again, it photographs really, really well. So for lip products, my new favorite lip liner, thanks to Lisa Eldridge, which I've been looking for really good lip liners. I struggle with that. It's the one product that is always too dark for me or always comes off, and I don't like it. But I've been really into the Bobbi Brown lip liners. They come in some pretty pale shades that are not too orangey, because that's my other problem is I'll get a nude lip liner and it looks orange. But these shades are beautiful. This one is pale pink and this one is beige. and they also go on really well instead of kind of ripping your lips as they go. But these are some really, really nice lip liners with lots of different shades. I believe Bobbi Brown's website has more shade options than Sephora does. So I'm going to link these to you on Bobbi Brown's actual website instead of Sephora. You'll get a couple more shade options. If you want a really sheer lip tint, I highly recommend the Clinique Chubby Sticks. They come in a variety of beautiful colors. I have one on today. I have the Mighty Mimosa on today with some lip liner and everything, but these are very sheer by themselves. And they are a pencil, but kind of glossy, similar to the Tarte Lip Surgeon tints that I love. These are just a little less glittery and a little more balmy in a way. But I absolutely love these Clinique Chubby Sticks. This one is Mighty Mimosa, this one is Whoppin' Watermelon, and this one is Super Strawberry. So they've got a bunch of different colors, shades, and really fun names. And they're great for on-the-go touch-ups. Again, really sheer color that you can wear with a lip liner and everything to make it darker, but if you just want something really easy and natural, these are a great option. So my last beauty item for the day is Lancome skincare products. A lot of you ask what I use for my skin. I've tried a bunch of different things. I have very sensitive skin, and I really only ever use Lancome products at this point. They are on the more expensive side, but for me, it's worth it. It makes it really, really easy, only Lancome. But the one I specifically want to talk about today is the Advanced Genifique Serum. This serum is a miracle worker. Whenever I am not happy with the way my skin is looking, if it's a little bit splotchy, if I have a bump or two, I'll go to bed with a light layer of this on, and I wake up and it's ridiculous. I've just sort of gotten back into the serum. I use the cleansers, I use the moisturizers, but I've just recently sort of found this in my bathroom and I was like, oh, I used to love this. So I started wearing it again and it just does wonders. No matter what skincare you use, I encourage you to, you know, if you're going to spend a little bit more money on something, spend it on your skincare. You can get drugstore makeup products. I love drugstore makeup products. But if you're going to, you know, make sure your skin is your canvas, your skin, you know, is going to help you with aging. It's going to, you know, it's you. Makeup is something you apply. Your skin is you. So if you're going to spend money on something, I would spend it on skincare. Find a brand that really works for you and don't deviate. You don't have to try 14 different things, you know, just because it's the fad. I love Lancome and I stick with it. It makes it really easy. And their products last forever because you don't need a lot. Like with the serum, I use one little pump and that's absolutely enough. Basically what this is called is the Youth Activating Concentrate. I have no idea how it works, but it works. So I really, really recommend this. So a couple other favorites that are not actually products. If you like Downton Abbey, as you guys know, I'm a huge Downton Abbey fan. Really upset that it's over. But Julian Fellowes, the writer and creator of Downton Abbey, just came out with, maybe a couple months ago, I'm not entirely sure when, an audiobook called Belgravia. And it's very similar to Downton Abbey, but set a little bit earlier. I would say maybe mid to late 1800s. And it's, you know, audiobooks have become a very popular thing now, and I've really started getting into audiobooks, and I found this one and I downloaded it and I loved it. You can get the first episode free online. I will link that below. Also, you can get the whole thing through Audible. And I highly recommend it, especially if you love period drama, if you love Downton Abbey. I would highly, highly recommend Julian Fellowes Belgravia. So in terms of ballet-wise this month, I've really gotten into, which I did my entire career, but foam rolling. If you do not have a foam roller or you do not know how to use one, I would encourage you to get one and start using it. If you guys are interested, I will do a foam roller video because I've recently really gotten back into this because I am getting back into dancing. More on that later. But I'm getting back into this and I've figured out how to, you know, my biggest problem with my lower back was getting tense. I figured out a way to pop your lower back on this thing. I figured out a way to create traction to kind of open it up, roll out muscles. I mean, this thing is the dancer's lifesaver. So if you don't have a foam roller, please get one. It's a great way to roll out your IT bands and your turnout muscles and your back. Built-in back popper And again, if you like, I will do a video on the foam roller for all of you to really, just my sort of tips and tricks on what works for me and how to make the most out of it. Because you can also do ab exercises on this thing, if you didn't know. So the last favorite is one more YouTube channel that I absolutely adore. Her name is Jennifer L. Scott. She is the author of 3 of my favorite books that I actually mentioned on the podcast. I can't remember exactly what episode it was, maybe 12 or 13. She has written Lessons from Madame Chic, At Home with Madame Chic, and Polish Your Poise with Madame Chic. And basically those 3 books detail, you know, the French way of living, but in a way that we can apply it, you know, and how to live well and how to use our best and not be afraid to live our best. I absolutely adore these 3 books. I will link them below, as well as her website and YouTube channel. And her YouTube channel, she has videos on implementing these. So it's not just something you read in a book. I mean, she has things on how to raise children with poise and how to, you know, use your best, and eating tips, and, you know, even things like cooking videos. I mean, she has a sort of mishmash of everything. I love her videos. Hi, Jennifer. We sort of are YouTube friends now. And I really encourage you to go look at her channel. She's very poised. You know, she's just a lady, a classic, classy lady that I think our society has gotten away from. I've done a couple of videos on that, but I mentioned her on the podcast. I wanted to mention her on here. So please go look at her videos and look at her books as well. So that's it, you guys. Again, not very long today. Remember, I am doing a Q&A soon, so if you haven't submitted a question, please submit one below. I'll be happy to answer them, as many as I can. If you missed our fiancé Q&A, it is over there. You can click it to watch. I love you all. It's so great to be back. I've missed you, as I said in the last video, and I will see you next time.